up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the game. We fucking balled it yet again. This team's disgusting. They keep doing this to me every single fucking year. Give us a bit of hope. This team, again, the mentality of it is just ass. I fail to believe you keep the same team back-to-back years, change the manager, and sign one player, and you expect change. Yes, its style is different, but it's the same shit because these players are just not up for it. Sell the whole lot. Yeah, I said that we might win the treble after we beat Bayern and Real Madrid back-to-back. This team's a farce. They just sell false narratives. They can't hack at the top level. This team's going to go downhill. Revamp the whole thing this summer. It's just disgusting. 20 chances, 1 goal. Atletico Madrid, 3 chances, 2 goals. That's pretty much the summary of this game. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen for you right now. It was Iñaki Peña in goal, a back four of Kounde, Cubarsí, Inigo Martinez, and Alejandro Balde. Midfield 3 of Pedri, Casado, and Gavi in the 10, with Raphinha on the right, Fermin Lopez off the left, and Lewandowski up front. Risky starting 11, but it played pretty well while it was on the pitch, but they didn't win, so who gives a shit. So overall, the team performance rating on the night, I'm going to be giving it an 8 out of 10. Not going to be around the bush here because we lost. I think overall, for the course of the 90 minutes, we did play pretty well, but why does it matter when you create 20 chances and miss it? I think the team just lacks that killer instinct that we used to have back in that great month of October. One league win in 7 games. It's just disgusting. We've absolutely thrown this league away. Are we a cup team? I don't know. We'll wait and see how things turn out in January. I thought this team the story and the narrative of the season is still intact. This team tends to perform well in the big games, against the big teams, in the big moments. But this is the first time where we actually competed and played well for the course of the 90 minutes, but we didn't win the game after they, of course, scored in the last second, which we saw coming. I can see them on the attack. They're bringing us through on the break. Sorloth, again, just absolutely cooks Barcelona every time he plays us, whether he starts or whether he's coming off the bench. It's just written in the stars, and I think this is where Barcelona throw the league away. December 21st, on my fucking birthday, is the day that Barcelona threw the league away after having a 9-point lead at the start of November. Absolutely disgusting. I've never seen Barcelona bottle a league like this. I don't think we're going to win the league. I think we're going to be going for the cups now, whether it's Copa, Super Cup, God help us, Champions League, but I don't think so. That's going to be what our season is going to be all about. You know, Flick and Laporte like to say, oh, the team is young, blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. It is the same thing every single year. We've tried it with this team now 3 times in a row. Fucking bin the rest of them. I don't care. Some players play well, some players play poorly, but it's always those same players who I will talk about in the player ratings who end up messing up when the going gets tough for Barcelona. But despite the loss, I think we played well over 90 minutes. We battered Atletico Madrid. We were the better team, but what does it matter? We lost, and that's the most relevant part. Let's now get into the players' individual player ratings. Which, of course, the goalkeeper, Iñaki Peña. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Thought he played alright. Made a good save off that Barrios chance. Did 2 mistakes in this game that, of course, in the end didn't end up costing Barcelona a chance on target. Other than that, had a quiet game. The 2 shots that he faced, the 2 went in, of course, apart from the Barrios. So 3 shots he faced, 1 saved. The DePaul one was a good goal. The Sorloth one was just a shot across goal. He can't save that. So not going to blame Iñaki for much today, even though, you know, he can see 2 goals. And again, we have not had a clean sheet. I think our last clean sheet was against Madrid, the 4-0. I mean, that's fucking embarrassing. It's been 2 months without a clean sheet. Disgusting. Into the center backs now. Firstly, Cubarsí on the right. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Yes, he missed the cross for the equalizing winning goal, but I think apart from that, he had a good game. Controlled the ball very well. Great passing out from the back. Looked very sturdy at the back, so I can't really, you know, knock him down a bunch of ratings for that one miss kick for the winning goal, but I'm just fuming, man. 7 out of 10 for Cubarsí. 9 out of 10 for Inigo, his center back part on the left-hand side. Thought he was absolutely fantastic. I thought he was world-class in this game. Aerially, on the ground, tackles, interception. Passing was a bit rough, especially when we were just Hail Marying it in the last 10 minutes. But apart from that, I thought he was absolutely sublime. Absolutely sensational. He was saving us on counterattacks, whether he was tackling Griezmann, Julian Alvarez. He was the one making those last-ditch tackles, those last-second deflections. Unreal defender. Superb from him. He gets a 9 out of 10 and one of the 2 bright lights of this game. Now for the fullbacks on the left-hand side, it was Balde. I will give Balde a 7 out of 10. Again, I thought he played well. He looks very comfortable when he has an actual wide player in front of him. Very similar with Kounde, with Lamine Yamal. It's the same story here. Raphinha just comes inside too much, and it just leaves so much space for Balde to take care of. But when he has someone there that he can rely upon and someone to help cover the space, he looks much better. Crossing wasn't the best in this game, so it's sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit kind of moment for him. But I think overall he had a good game, so I'll give him a 7 out of 10. The other fullback, of course, on the right-hand side, it was Jules Kounde. Same thing for him. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Thought he defended very well, more so than him going forward. Some of his passes in the final third are just so weird. I thought the first half he was sensational. That first half from Kounde, I think he's probably the third best player after Inigo and a certain someone else. But I think that Kounde, at least the most important thing for him is that he defended well, progressed the ball forward, but in that final third was a bit hit and miss. Very similar to Balde. That's why they both get a resounding 7 out of 10. But yeah, it's so deflating to do a match review like this. But yeah, 7 out of 10 for Kounde into the midfield. Casado in the pivot first lead, 7 out of 10 for him as well. I thought he played pretty well. Was given the ball. It was, of course, made the mistake for the DePaul goal, but he's just clearing it. And just unfortunately drops perfectly for DePaul, and he has a great finish as well. So I think that's a bit unlucky. I don't want to give him too much criticism on that, but apart from that, I think he played well, won the ball back a lot. He was losing a lot of this. He usually the great thing about Casado is that he tends to win a lot of his second balls, but in this game they're kind of slipping away from it a little bit. But it's so difficult to win second balls consecutively. That's why we always praise and rate Casado. But in this game, didn't really fall for him too much. But apart from that, I played well. I mean, this is just a hard match review to do because everyone played well, but we still end up losing the freaking game. Of course, beside Casado in the midfield was Pedri. Now I'm giving Pedri a 10 out of 10. I thought Pedri was absolutely world class. 10 out of 10 for a player who only got a goal, no assist, and we didn't even win the game. That's how good Pedri was. Despite the fact we lost the game, I'm still dropping Pedri a 10 out of 10. I thought he was perfection. Movement in behind, the vision, the goal, the fight, the crossing was sublime from him. Every decision he made was perfect. And it's hard for a midfielder to do that, even when we lose a game. I thought he was absolutely unbelievable in this game. Easy 10 out of 10 for him, not even in question, in my opinion. And of course, the final midfielder in the 10 was Gavi. I'm going to give Gavi a 7 out of 10. Thought he played very, very well. Really want to see more of Gavi when we head into the new year. Again, he only has, this is his third start of the year. He had the one start against Celta, Las Palmas in this game. He could be a very, very good player for us. We know the talent of Gavi. I thought he played really well. Great tank engine in the midfield, winning headers and winning slide tackles, winning balls. Of course, had that nice turn assist that I don't think was intentional for the goal, but he pulled it off nonetheless. But I thought he had a great game. I wish he stayed on a bit longer. I think in those dying moments, he would have been the perfect player to have. But again, coming off that ACL, you do want to take a bit of precaution with that. But 7 out of 10, thought he played very, very well. On the left-hand side was, of course, Fermin Lopez. I'm going to give Fermin Lopez an average 6 out of 10. Thought he played okay. Was just so poor in front of goal. 2 chances that he should have scored. Missed them both. I expect someone of Fermin's quality to be scoring those. And especially in these kind of, big games, big moments where he tends to turn up a lot for Barcelona over the past year. Today when we needed him, he didn't turn up. I think, again, link-up play was really good. His crossing from the left-hand side was pretty decent. Much better on his... He's played a few times off the left where he was very poor. But in this game, he did much better. So it was an improvement from him, but again, I knocked him down from that 7, like everyone else has been getting to a 6 because of those, missed chances in front of goal. So, I think he still had a great build-up play, great movement, great connection. I love the link-up play between him and Pedri and him and Gavi, him and Balde down that left-hand side. But again, the finishing from him was very, very questionable. So 6 out of 10. On the right wing was, of course, Raphinha. Also 6 out of 10 for him. Probably should have been lower, but motherfucker, man, I don't know what to say with Raphinha. He's been sublime this season, 28 goals and assists, and we're just about to enter the new year. That is disgusting. This cunt, this bastard, missed 5 clear-cut chances. What's clear-cut mean? They should be goals. Raphinha should had minimum a hat-trick tonight. Embarrassing. This is Raphinha from last season, that first half of the season from last year where he gets in behind, great game, but cannot score to save his fucking life. If his kid's life was on the line today, his kid would be no more. He was disgraceful. disgraceful in front of goal. Link-up play was good. Build-up play was fine. Had some good movements, good dribbling, nutmegs here and there. What you expect from a Barcelona winger? The in front of goal today, he was shameful. Absolutely shameful. He missed about 4 breakaways. The chip off the bar. The header, point-blank header. What does he do? Heads it in the air. Like, I think today, Raphinha, our captain, cost us the game. Should have scored a goal, and if he scores a goal, we don't lose this game. I think it's on him. I think he is the reason why Barcelona have come away not winning this game today. I think he is the sole purpose for that. He missed too many chances. It is absolutely unacceptable. Now I'm going to move on here to Lewandowski. I'm going to give Lewandowski a 5 out of 10. I think his overall game wasn't the best today. Link-up play wasn't what I expect from Lewandowski. His touch was pretty good, but he didn't have that many chances. Of course, he had the sweat from Ferran. He was offside for that anyways. Apart from that, he didn't really get any chances. It was all coming in from the wingers in the midfield. He was kind of playing that graveyard shift, kind of attracting all the attention towards him to create space for everyone else. So that's why he had, I can't really think of any other chance. There's probably one in the first half that I'm missing, but 2 chances, maybe 3 for Lewandowski. But when Raphinha has about 9 or 10, it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting from the pair of them. I would say more so Raphinha costs us this game more so than Lewandowski, but Lewandowski I think still had a poor game. Don't know why. I feel like they didn't bring on Pau Victor at the end there, just bring some freshness and just a different profile. Just to try something else because Lewandowski just wasn't working. Everything was just slipping underneath him and stuff like that. It was just very frustrating to watch. So I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Sub-wise, only 3. Ferran, Dani Olmo, Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia came in, did alright. I think Ferran and Dani Olmo, of course, came in at the half an hour mark. They were both poor. You can see why Fermin and Gavi did start. Ferran off the left just looks abysmal. Dani Olmo, his touch is just abysmal. His turn is just abysmal. Everything about it. I don't know what's happened to him in this past, month and a half. Starts off the season absolutely at a world-class level. He's fallen off a fucking cliff. He had that okay chance down the left-hand side where he had a bit of twinkle toes, made some good movements, hit that finesse. After that, he was shite. I'm thinking he's gonna shoot, he's gonna pass it. There's so many moments where he can slip the ball through and behind, just not finding it whatsoever. Eric Garcia, to be honest, came in and put in a decent shift. I think a lot of people say, "Oh, Eric Garcia coming in ahead of Frankie De Jong. Oh my God." Casado was the one that was coming off. So if Casada's coming off, you need a more defensive midfielder. Frankie De Jong's not that. So I think Frankie De Jong will come in if Pedri needs to come out, but Pedri's dropping a 10 out of 10, so he was not taking out Pedri whatsoever. That's where you would bring in Frankie De Jong, not Frankie De Jong for Casado. That would be absolutely idiotic. So that's why Eric Garcia came in. I think he came in, did all right. To be fair to him, despite lack of minutes recently, I think he came in, put in a shift. But the other 2 were piss poor, embarrassing. So I'm gonna give. I don't even know what rating to give them. I'm just so frustrated. I think none of them had any impact on the game whatsoever. And last but not the least is, of course, the manager, Hansi Flick or Marcus Sorg on the pitch. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I mean, again, we played well. We created chances. I think a lot of it today comes down to the players. The only criticism I could say of Hansi Flick is why he didn't make any more changes. Maybe bring on a Pau Victor. He only used 3 out of 5 subs. But I can see why he left the team as it is and didn't make too many changes because it was working well. So I find it very hard to blame the manager today. I think it comes a lot down to the players. Yeah, even the starting lineup was a bit surprising with the Fermin and Gavi inclusion, but it worked. We were absolutely cooking in that first half, and the players threw it away. I think it has nothing to do with the manager whatsoever, so that's why I want to give Flick a fair rating of 8 out of 10 against subs. Us losing, of course, so he's not going to get the full points for that, and I think he could have been a bit more proactive with the subs. Apart from that, I don't really have any other criticism for Hansi Flick tonight. So that was my match review for Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, please smash the like button, subscribe down below. It'd be very much appreciated. Let me know your thoughts down below on why we lost. Is it because of our own doing? Is it because the players are shite? Let me know what you think. It's been a very terrible birthday for me, unfortunately, but there's always next year, I guess. The team balling it is not surprising. You can go look at my reaction live watch along. As soon as Atletico Madrid were coming on that counterattack, I said it was going to be a goal. So this team is as predictable as can be, and this season I think it's going to be filled with more disappointment. I'm not looking forward to the second half of this season. We had a nice month of October. That was pretty much it. Same thing happened under Gavi. Had that good blimp. That's it. This team is just disgraceful, and I think this whole team needs a whole entire revamp at this point. So I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.